I've been investing $10 a day into Bitcoin for the last 149 days. And if you've been paying attention to what's going on in the crypto space, then you know that Bitcoin is in a free fall. So that's it. I give up. I'm not messing with any crypto anymore. It's over. That's the end of the video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Clarence Patrick, and on this channel, I talk about all things investing, budgeting, and making a better version of yourself every single day. For the last 149 days, I've been investing in Bitcoin, and in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at how that investment has been performing. If you've watched any of my previous investment videos, you know we just continue to stack these investments on top of each other, and we're looking to secure our financial future one day at a time. But look, let's be real here. I was joking at the top of my video, but Bitcoin has been in a free fall. And I'll be the first one to admit I'm not a crypto bro. I don't know about altcoins. I don't know about meme coins, this coin, that coin, whatever. I just know that Bitcoin and ETH are typically the top dogs in this space. And whenever I was wanting to get into the crypto space as a hedge against my investment portfolio, those are the two investments that I was looking at. Now, there may have been a better option to invest in the crypto space, but it's not something that I watch every single day. So I wanted to laser focus on just one of those two, and I ultimately settled on Bitcoin. And at the time, it was flying high. It was around $126,000, and everybody wanted to jump in. Every time you turn on shows like CNBC, everybody was talking about crypto, how it was gonna get to $200,000 and eventually to $1 million a coin. But that all changed. And right now, the sentiment out there is that crypto is not something that we want to be investing in. And later on, I'm going to go through some of the comments that I got on my last Bitcoin update video so you can see some of the reactions from you guys that watched that video and some of the feedback of some of you guys that have either invested in crypto or are currently invested in crypto. But look, I'm still in this, right? It's only been 149 days. I'm not ready to give up on this investment, and Bitcoin is trying to rally a little bit. I want to see what happens when we get back to that $70,000 range, if we get back there, and how it reacts to that. So if we take a look at what's going on in the cryptocurrency space right now, and I take a look at what's going on with crypto, we're gonna take a look at a yearly chart. You could see that we were going up, we were sideways, and then you see that free fall all the way on the right side of my screen right here on the chart that I'm showing you guys. And then if we flip over and we take a look at the weekly chart over the past 1 week, then we see that Bitcoin's trying to make that little rally along with what's going on in the stock market. Nvidia announced their earnings today. They absolutely killed earnings. And I want to see, is Nvidia's earnings going to prop up the market? Because it seems like that's the only thing that's propping up the stock market right now. And is that going to have any kind of impact on the Bitcoin market? See, I'm still trying to understand how those two kind of correlate together. Is there any type of correlation between what's going on in the stock market versus what's going on in the cryptocurrency space? So I'm still trying to understand that and see what that looks like. But let's go ahead, let's jump in. Let's take a look and see how Bitcoin has been performing for me. Guys, like I had previously mentioned, I jumped in at the very top of the move to the upside for crypto around $126,000. And I've been investing $10 on every single trading day, Monday through Friday, since that point in time. So we're gonna take a look at my investment right now. And as of the recording of this video, Bitcoin is trading at $68,342.79. And we'll go ahead, we'll take a look at my position in Bitcoin. I'm not going to read out the entire quantity, but I have a total quantity of 0.0152. So not a lot by way of quantity, but I've been investing for 149 days, $10 on every single trading day. So you do the math and you know how much I've invested in this position since that time. If we take a look to the right there, we see the value, $1,046.03, which is a lot less than what I put in, right? I already know that before we even get to that, my return on here, I already know that I'm down in this position. So the average cost that I've been able to purchase Bitcoin at, $97,374. So started at about $126,000 at the all-time high, and I've been buying on the way down, and my average has been going down. I'm going to try to take a look and see what it was on my last video. If I can't find that before I post this, I'll try to leave that in the comment section to see where I was at this time about a month ago when I gave my last update. And then if you take a look to the right of that, the portfolio diversity, 100%. So in this investment account, the only thing that I'm investing in is Bitcoin. So I'm using Webull for my ETFs and I'm using Robinhood for my cryptocurrency. I kind of like Robinhood a little bit. I haven't used it as much as I've used Webull, but I wanted to try out another app just to kind of get a look and feel for it. So that's why I decided to go with Robinhood. But it's 100% investment into crypto, into Bitcoin in this portfolio. On the day, my return is I'm up $47.39, just over 0.75%. So not too bad. But if you look at the total return, that's where things start to get a little ugly for me. So you see that I'm down $439.28, which equates to 29.57%. So Bitcoin right now by far is the worst investment that I have in this portfolio. And remember, I'm including my Webull portfolio when I say this portfolio. And it's the worst performing investment in any of my other brokerage accounts that I invest in as well. So down almost 30% in this investment over the last 149 days. All right, so we're gonna take another little look at Bitcoin here. So just like I had mentioned, the 52-week high, $126,238. I was investing at all-time highs. That's when I started. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, is that we can't time the market. And at the time, Bitcoin was on fire. Everybody thought it was going to 200,000, and now we see where it went. So you see that 52-week high. Right below that, the 52-week low, $60,212.26. So as of the recording of this video, we're about $8,000 off from the 52-week low. That's the number that I'm actually watching. I'm watching to see, are we going to be able to get to 70,000 and what happens when we get there? And then if we don't hit that $70,000 mark and we start to pull back a little bit more, are we going to see a 52-week low, or even better yet, a new 52-week low? But I'm just going to continue to allow Robinhood to go in and make that weekly investment for me and average down my cost from that 52-week high of when I started. And then if we take a look at the 24-hour volume, $32.64 billion worth of crypto trading, well, Bitcoin trading, in the last 24 hours, which is crazy. I'm still trying to get used to these numbers. And then the market cap, 1.38 trillion. So even though there's a lot of people that may be cautious on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, still has a tremendous market cap out there. So there are still people investing in this space. And I'm going to continue to be one of those people for the foreseeable future. And then if we look at the circulating supply, 19,994,331 Bitcoin in circulation, which is also crazy to think that there's that many Bitcoin that are out there in circulation. All right, now let's take a look at what some of you guys had to say the last time that I gave my Bitcoin update, which is about 5 weeks ago. Very first comment that I'll read here is, I'm going to sell all and put the remaining money where it's worthwhile. Crypto has been a waste of money. So All Day Eloquence leaves a lot of comments on my videos, and I know that they're not a fan of the crypto space. And again, I think it's everyone's personal choice on what you want to invest in, but they're not wrong. I mean, it's been a ride for me over the last 149 days, and I certainly understand why they feel this way. The next comment, Bitcoin was a great buy and hold strategy about 10 years ago. If you're prepared to put 5% of your net worth and pray to God it works, then okay, but there's a ton of money to be made in the stock market, so I wouldn't personally bother with Bitcoin. Again, I respect everybody's opinion on that. I'm investing in Bitcoin because I wanted to see if I could mirror what I'm doing in my portfolio and Webull, and also to kind of hedge a little bit against the stock market and inflation and some other economic factors that are out there. I don't have a ton of money in the crypto space. The only thing that I have in crypto right now is what I have invested in this portfolio, and that's right around $1,500. So not a lot of my overall net worth is in the crypto space, but understand their position on this as well. And then the next comment here is, I would love to see you or someone else shed some insight on the new crypto ETF, GDLC. So I used to be invested in a crypto ETF a couple of years ago. Whenever it came out, I was investing in that for about 2 years, and I ended up getting rid of it because crypto was never a large part of my overall investing strategy. Now, I don't plan to invest in any other crypto ETFs. As of right now, my only plan is to invest in Bitcoin, and if I decide to invest in any other cryptocurrency, it'll likely be in ETH, and it will be on this channel in this portfolio, but no plans as of right now to do anything else in the crypto space. And then the next comment that I'll read here is, I wouldn't panic if I were you. Bitcoin seems to be stable around 87K and touched 97K recently. It'll definitely break 100K this year. So if you want to exit, you'll definitely have another opportunity to do so. I think when precious metals stop exploding in price, then people will put money into Bitcoin again. Could be the case. And obviously, we've seen Bitcoin pull back further than that since this comment was made. But I actually want to see, are we going to be able to rally again and get to that $100,000 mark and above? Because a couple of years ago, Bitcoin actually went back down into the 20,000s. I don't know the exact number. And then it exploded and hit that all-time high. Will that happen again? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm not ready to pull the plug on it just yet. So I'm going to still let this ride for a little bit longer and see what happens. So guys, that's my 149-day update into my investment in Bitcoin. And right now I've been getting hammered in this position. But I'm going to stay the course, and I'm going to continue to invest and see what happens, at least for the rest of 2026. And then I'll evaluate, is it worth to continue investing in cryptocurrency, or do I need to sell my position and move that money into an ETF that I'm already investing in within my Webull portfolio? Or maybe I add another ETF to that portfolio and continue to invest $10 a day into that. So we'll kind of see. So what do you guys think? Are any of you guys still investing in crypto? Have you completely given up on it? Am I missing the mark on this? Should I really be thinking about jumping out now? Even though I think that there could be an opportunity for us to rebound and try to touch that $100,000 mark again at some point prior to the end of 2026. Leave a comment down below and let me know.